Hi guys, welcome back to my channel once again here on YouTube. Following the interest of the previous magazine related video I did, which was the last ever issue of WCW magazine, issue 73 I think it was, with DDP on the cover and the poster and everything else. I didn't realise it was going to be as popular as it was. I know it wasn't extremely popular, but it's been one of the most popular and most watched videos on my channel. So I thought I'd have a look at another WCW one, so I picked one out at random, kind of. I wanted to have one from like the year 1998 if I could, and I decided to go with issue number 46 with Kevin Nash on the front. So this was the official magazine of World Championship Wrestling and the New World Order. And I like the way that they've done the Wolfpack logo for the nWo, because Kevin Nash is gracing the front cover here. So On the Road with Big Sexy. This would have been $3.95 in the USA, $4.95 in Canada, and £2.50 in the UK. Printed in the UK as well. Quite interesting. Oh yeah, so issue 46, if I didn't already say that, guys. Sorry if I did, I don't want to sound dumb. But anyway, let's have a look, shall we? So opening up, first page, we have the Pit Crew poster. Okay, and then we have Horace Hogan, also a mini poster, I guess. So, do many of you guys have the Pit Crew or Horace Hogan on your walls when you were younger, or now maybe still? Let me know in the comments. I'll be intrigued to know. Back issue blowout. We went over that in the previous issue, but it's good to see some of the older magazine covers. Unfortunately, I don't have most of mine anymore, but I'm considering collecting them again. The ones that got damaged, like I told you about when I was homeless, and I had them in storage. And yeah, a lot of damp damaged them, and pages all ripped, and it was horrible. Contents page there, guys, sorry. I was trying to look for something else then as well. Like a date, which month this come out. But yeah, there's all the contents, but we'll cover that as we turn each page. So this was this how published this? Another advert for WCW magazine. Who's next? You are. Goldberg pointing at us. To get a subscription for WCW nWo magazine with the special mail-in offer there. WCW event news from January 1999, I do believe. Editor's note. I'll try and keep it still in case you want to pause and read all that, guys. There we go. So tag talk. We have Kidman held back by Raven. You know, that Kidman gimmick when he was under the influence of drugs or whatever, that was kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, as soon as he left the flock, he started to you know, really shine as a promising young talent. And you know, he went after the Cruiserweight Championship and had some great matches with Rey Mysterio, and even partnered with him. It's pretty cool. Raph, future world champion. Do you know, I wish he was. I actually like Raph, but I preferred him as Adam Bomb. He should have had at least a United States Championship opportunity and a run with it, maybe. Just my opinion, though. Scott Hall. So which one was that? Brett pulled one too many tricks. Wolfpack is a positive unit. What about Saturn? Sting's hot, no pick is not. Okay, that's obviously from a fan obsessed with Sting. Linda Gibb, if you're watching this video and you remember sending in that letter, there you go. You're guilty. What's this one there? Goldberg is hot. Oh, wow. There's a lot of fans in love with the wrestlers on these letters here that they've been sending in. Hart from Hero to Zero. Question of the month, which I'll take a look at in a second. K-Dog is insensitive. Goldberg's still the US title holder. Oh, I guess that's around the time when he held that and the World Championship after winning it from Hogan on Nitro. Probably confused a few fans of whether he still continued to hold it or whatever, whether it was vacated. Horsemen outclass Hogan. Let's have a quick look at that question of the month. So, who recorded the Wolfpack theme song, and is it available to purchase? The Wolfpack theme song, entitled Don't Turn Your Back on the Wolfpack, was written especially for the nWo Wolfpack and was recorded by rap artists and Mob Squad. Incidentally, it is the 6th track on the Wolfpack nWo CD recently released in Japan. The CD and its first 2 weeks on sale sold an incredible 130,000 copies. Unfortunately, the CD is not available in the US, but will be on the lookout in the future for its release in the States. Sorry, that wasn't exactly what it said, but I made up a few words then. Sorry, guys, it's because the writing's, the text so small. But yeah, I didn't know that that got released in Japan. That's quite interesting. I probably did when I read this back then, but I'm going to have a look for that later, or any details about that CD later. That's pretty cool. I've got that track on WCW Mayhem the Music CD, but I don't think it's the full track. I think it's only like a minute and a half of it, which is kind of bizarre. But yeah, so Halloween Havoc results, sponsored by Snickers, live from Las Vegas on October 25th, 1998. I'll just show you this one quickly, guys, because I don't want to read the results, as I'm going to be watching this one back again soon, and I've forgotten about some of the results. And I want to do a DVD review of it, of the custom DVD I've got. But yeah, there's the various matches. We have Disco Inferno, Juventud Guerrera, Lodi against Saturn, Fit Finlay against Alex Wright, Disco Inferno versus Conan, Scott Steiner versus Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner and the Giant versus Rick Steiner and Buff Bagwell for the WCW Tag Team Championship, Scott Hall versus Kevin Nash, a US Championship match between Bret Hart and Sting. My good buddy Eli, if you're watching this, I bet you're going to mention that how much you love that match. Hollywood Hogan versus The Warrior, DDP versus Goldberg for the World Heavyweight Championship in an absolute fucking awesome match, in my opinion. So the next page we had Brain Reaction. It's obviously Bobby the Brain Heenan giving his thoughts on certain things throughout the month. Two pages worth. Free Flying. So this is a look at Billy Kidman then, which is pretty cool. As I said, yeah, he went on to win the Cruiserweight Championship in WCW and break away slowly from the drug-related gimmick with Raven and the Flock. And there he is wearing a wig there with what was that talk show host called? Jay Leno? I think that's who it was. But yeah. WCW, nWo, and Capital One charge Wall Street. Is that something to do with the promotion of those credit card things, those MasterCards we saw in an advert in the last issue? I do believe that could be. But yeah, we have various screenshots of nWo members there. Wolfpack Sting without his face paint on was quite a rarity. I personally thought we didn't really see him in public much without the face paint back then. And if we did, he always seemed to have his sunglasses on, so we never really saw his face entirely. He was covering his eyes still, but still. Speaking of those credit card, MasterCard things, there they are again. I can't remember if that's all the same ones from last time. Actually, saying that though, the WCW logo one was different. And I don't think we had the nWo Wolfpack card either. And I think one or two of those wrestlers may have been different as well. But yes, nice selection there. And I wonder if anybody's still got these nowadays. But let me know in the comments below if you still own one of these, guys. Be pretty cool to see a picture of one of these, or a video. I haven't actually had a look to see if anybody's got a video on YouTube with their card collection. Obviously it's going to have personal details on, but you could easily cover it up, couldn't you? It's just good to see things like that, and yeah, very unusual but very cool at the same time. K-Dog's Low Ride. K-Dog with Mad One. K-Dog had his own article every month in WCW magazine by the looks of it. And there's another article on Bret Hart then, Cheating Hart. Bret Hart, he really wasn't very good in WCW. Not when he first started. Towards the end of his run he was. Unfortunately, before Goldberg injured him, as he likes to keep reminding us. There he was with the US Championship. I even forgot he held that. But yeah, he should have done better. He should have been used better when he got brought in WCW and the amount of money they paid for him, in my opinion. Pro Drag Racing advert, little handheld game thing there. A WCW 12 car set, only $39.95. Only 2,500 sets available. I remember seeing these for sale, these cars, individually. It's pretty cool. So we had Big Show, Hollywood Hogan, Kevin Nash, Sting, the Wolfpack Sting that is, Macho Man, Scott Hall, a basic WCW logo one, Goldberg, Bret Hart, Raven, Lex Luger and DDP, and each of them on the bonnet of the car had a respective pay-per-view tied to them for some reason, except the WCW logo one just had the WCW logo on the front and the number 23 on the roof. But yeah, it's pretty cool. 50th anniversary of NASCAR. And then we got the WCW hotline for daily updates. Depending on which day of the week you rang, you would either get Bobby Heenan, Mike Tenay, Mark Madden, Lee Marshall, or Mean Gene Okerlund. You must be over 18 to call that hotline. Article by Mark Madden there, so the king of all wrestling media. Women in Wrestling by Chad Deli DeManali. This Is Your Life, Buff Bagwell. So some pictures of him when he was younger. So 1987 to 88 season of his football days. Maybe that was at school, college or whatever. Enjoying a family Christmas in 1981. State champion boxing 1977. Baseball 1987 to 88 season. In action for Spraybury. Pee Wee football 1977. Sandy Piers 1979. Pre-Pee Wee 1976. I have no idea what half of that means, guys. Sorry, so I'm not American. I don't follow those sports in particular, so I wouldn't have a clue. Living on the Edge 1985. Player of the Year 1974. Posing with friend Mike Dione in Florida 1986. A New Set of Wheels in 1991 with Grandma Edna 1976. and a few from the 90s, and 1987 prom night, and with his brothers John and Steve Jr. in 1984. So yeah, this is like so it is This Is Your Life, Buff Bagwell. It's good to see Buff Bagwell on YouTube with his own podcast thing, or his own channel or whatever, talking about his past. He's really turned his life around thanks to DDP. That's really cool. So fair play to Buff Bagwell for that. So this is the article which was mentioned on the front cover: On the Road with Big Sexy Kevin Nash. Various screenshots. nWo Wolf Cub. A couple more fans there, or it could be his children, maybe. I'm not sure. I think he only had a son, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to get that wrong. Yeah, so there he is with Conan at the top there, posed down. Phil the Burn working out with Conan. It's like a week in the life of Kevin Nash, I guess, because there's like each day labelled and then a description of what he did each day. What's this here? So Nash's picks and pans. So let's have a quick look at some of these. Sorry guys, just gonna hold this magazine very steadily in my hands. So we got during the trip, Kevin shared some of his travel picks and pans with us. So, favorite domestic city: Los Angeles and Las Vegas as a tie. So, least favorite domestic city: Erie. Favorite international city: Paris. Least favorite international city: Bombay. And yes, quite a lot of interesting answers there. I was just looking at that one. Favorite hotel chain: Hyatt. Cool. Religious habits: kisses crossed before flights, says prayers before every match, and no one gets hurt, and that everyone makes it home safely to their families. That's really nice. Yes, really cool things, cool answers there. On Other Travellers, on Scott Hall, he was my travel mate day in, day out for 8 years. I always said, if you have to spend time on the road, it's best if you spend it with a friend. She also travelled with Goldberg, Conan, Steiner Brothers, DDP. So, On the Edge, is that On the Edge? Oh, On the Fringe, beg your pardon. It's because the writing's really obscure and very weird. Women's Eye View by Patty Thier. I don't know. So this is obviously talking about the male wrestlers they fancy. So there's pictures of Sting, Raph, that Jericho ripoff dude, I forgot his name, Lenny Lane probably, Goldberg's back, DDP, Lex Luger. Inside the Jungle by Lionheart Chris Jericho. Discussing Goldberg by the looks of it in this particular month's article. And we got adverts for VHS tapes. Randy Savage's The Man Behind the Madness, Sting Unmasked, Halloween Havoc Best of, and Best of Bash at the Beach. These did get a UK release, but they were in like twin packs, double packs. Those VHS tapes. Most of them did anyway. The Nitro Girls never got released. Neither did the nWo tape. Thug for Life, Scott Norton article. 6'3", 325-pound Man Mountain. Yeah, he seemed to have more success in Japan than he did in WCW, which is a shame. He was quite an interesting wrestler. 1998 Reader Awards. So another year has passed, and what year it was, blah, blah, blah. So Wrestler of the Year. Previous winners, and... all right, you've got to vote. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. And what did I put? Just out of interest for my votes back then. Wrestler of the Year, Bill Goldberg for 1998. Cruiserweight of the Year, Kidman. Tag Team of the Year, Kevin Nash and Sting. Personality of the Year, Kevin Nash. Match of the Year, DDP versus Goldberg. T-shirt size, medium. Existing subscriber, yes. But I think what the problem with this was I couldn't make my mind up, who to have for some of the awards, so I just left it. But yeah, I mean, looking at some of the awards: Tag Team of the Year, Rookie of the Year, International Star of the Year, Manager of the Year. There's quite some interesting awards, but I just couldn't make my mind up on some of them. And yeah, I bet a few of you are thinking, why didn't he pick Sting for every award? But that's not the case. I'm trying to remain unbiased, not pick my favourites over everything. 20 question interview. What is your favourite hotel and or chain? What do you think the greatest sports moment? No, is the greatest sports moment of all time. Sorry, guys. And so various wrestlers have answered, and Nitro Girls have also answered as well. Don't want to read them all because I'll be here for a long time. I just add a quick pause. If you wanted a quick pause or whatever. That's why I went slowly over the pages then, guys. Talking Point with Mike Tenay, another column, monthly column by Mike Tenay, I think, and Stagger Lee Marshall, the Marshall Plan. Now, with the magazines, I used to get these obviously monthly. I used to read them cover to cover at least 4 times over each month, and then just keep going over and over in case I missed anything, and then count down the days until the release of the next magazine in the news agent or newsstand, as you would call it in the US. So this is before the war. To do with Eric Bischoff here. So it's to do with the Monday Night War, maybe. Oh, beg your pardon, it could be to do with World War III pay-per-view. But yeah, this is Eric Bischoff article. WCW nWo merchandise. So we have hats, Wolfpack t-shirts, Christmas decoration bull things, Dean Malenko Eyes of Ice t-shirt, Sting poster. Is that a poster? Yeah. nWo t-shirts, Sting's mask, Running with the Pack t-shirt, backpacks of the nWo, Goldberg t-shirt, a Nitro backpack, Goldberg Who's Next t-shirt, some watches from nWo Wolfpack and original nWo, Lex Luger, some mugs, a war bonnet, and a Nitro Girls 1999 calendar. Oh, and a belt buckle there as well. Some good merchandise. Oh, we got another 2 pages of it. So another Sting t-shirt, WCW logo hat, a Kevin Nash t-shirt, a shitload of jewelry like earrings and bracelets and shit like that. Pretty cool. Goldberg pennant, Goldberg hat, Jericho t-shirt, DDP hat, Conan t-shirt, Goldberg poster, DDP t-shirt. And we come towards the end of the magazine now. We have Stevie Ray poster and an advert for one of the best WCW, if not the best WCW video game of all time, WCW nWo Revenge on the Nintendo 64. I absolutely spent hours and hours playing that game. Fucking awesome. So many memories. No Turning Back, sold out pay-per-view advert there for Sunday, January 17th, 1999. Don't miss it, guys. We're too late. We're like 25 years too late, but still. What good memories, though, guys. Let me know in the comments below. Do you have this magazine, or did you enjoy this video? Anything you want. Thank you for watching. If you've made it all the way to the end, I'm very grateful. And if you'd like me to continue doing these magazine episodes, I'm happy to do that. I've got something planned for Halloween as a magazine I want to show you, wrestling related. And apart from that, I can still keep doing some of the WCW ones I've got if you want me to in the meantime. Just let me know in the comments below, and thumbs up if I deserve one today. I want you all to stay safe and keep watching my content, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll be grateful for that as well. Goodbye for now, guys.